We have the live stream on mute right now, so for those saying you can't hear anything.
Your home team Warhawks will receive the kickoff.
Fans of the ICFL, you are tuning in to the Sabres versus Warhawks afternoon game. We are set to kick off. Kick is low in the field. Might go out of bounds, and it does. So we'll have a penalty.
Kickoff by the Sabres will go out of bounds. Warhawks ball, 1st and 10.
So Warhawks offense is going to take over at the 35-yard line. Warhawks line up in a spread receiver set. Snap, run up the middle. Plenty of yards on the first play. Good for about 7.
First down run by the Warhawks is getting about 7 yards.
Wow, I think we are, about 8-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 2. Good start for the Warhawks run game. Comes the snap, run to the left-hand side. Good enough for a first down and more. All the way to the 40-yard line, where he will be dragged out of bounds. Plenty for a first down into Sabres territory.
1st and 10 in Sabres territory.
Wow, yeah, that Warhawk run game is looking good. So we've got bunch trip set to the left, single receiver to the right, motion in the backfield, back out to the left-hand side, the snap, handoff, tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2. You know, if it's not broken, don't try to fix it. I'm not mad that they went for a run play there. But at some point, I would like to see, yeah, right. Give me a play action, suck in the secondary. All right. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right, tight end. Run up the middle. Looks like we're going to lose about a yard.
Back run plays by the Warhawks. Bottom up by the backfield. And long.
So 3rd and 13 now. 3rd and long. You got to pass. You know, for a team like the Warhawks, this first possession is pretty critical, at least setting the tone. Now, if they don't get this, I don't know how strongly I feel about going for it on 4th down here. Back to pass, ball out to the left, caught by number 80, out to the 40-yard line, about the original line of scrimmage, brings up 4th down and 10. So here's the deal. Punt team is on the field, which I like a lot. Number 4 is out there. Kicking ball is coming in. You can put the Sabres back in their own territory. I want to see a high, relatively medium length punt here. Don't put it in the end zone, but if that's all you can do, then that is what it is. Super high. I haven't really seen a whole lot of fair catches on punts this season. Here's the snap. Ball blocked. That ball, I think, was tipped. Now, I don't know how far it would have gotten anyway. Yeah, so the punt went an effective 5 yards. Now we got 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here come the Sabres. Spread receiver set. Single running back. Here comes the snap. For 22 up to the left-hand side. Good for about a gain of 4.
First down run of the Sabres.
So now if I'm the Warhawks, obviously what I want to do is just keep my cool here. Here comes the snap, back to pass, the left-hand side, open receiver, wide open receiver. He will run it all the way in, and there is a touchdown. So Sabres score early on what I would consider is probably just broken coverage, honestly. No. That is one player that you definitely don't want to allow behind you if you're in coverage. Sabres going for 2 here. Here comes the snap, run up the middle. Can he make it? Yes, he can. Try for 2 is good.
Convert their 2-point conversion. That'll bring your score 8-0.
So I can see defensive coordinator Rob Castleman down there just losing his mind over the broken coverage. Defensively, Rob is a genius. And to stand on the sidelines and watch broken coverage like that, I'm sure it's just driving him absolutely crazy. You know, eventually what we're going to have here is we'll have sideline cameras that just get coaches' reactions on plays. We're definitely not going to have anybody mic'd up, though. That's I don't know about that. We don't have enough broadcast delay to bleep out or cover up anything, so I don't know about that. Sabres set to kick off here. See if they can keep this one in bounds. Ball is up, a little low. Fielded at about the 10-yard line, and here we go. Up the middle, brought down at about the 30.
After the kick by the Sabres, Warhawks return the ball to their own 30-yard line. It's going to be first and 10. Warhawks.
So now we're going to find out if the run game success from the Warhawks that we were seeing in that first drive is just because they had him by surprise, or if because they truly have that skill in the run game on the ground. The tough part here is that now you really have not a whole lot of momentum, so you got to get that momentum back with the run game, switch to play action, get some passing in there. Once you've got a little bit of both, then you can do anything you want. Here comes the snap. Run to the left-hand side, bottled up in the backfield for a no gain. So we'll have second down and 10.
Run by the Warhawks. Back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
So here we go. Two receivers to the right, single receiver to the left, tight end to the right, single back in the backfield. Here comes the snap. Back to pass, looks left, looks right, ball out. Is it completed? It is.
Second down pass by the Warhawks. It's going to be complete.
Gain of 7 on the play. So we finally see successful passing play, which I think is great, despite it being a little bit low. Gotta have a first down, or it's bring the punting team back on the field. And you know what? That last play, the broken coverage play, I'm not gonna really attribute that to the Sabres necessarily being better than the Warhawks at this point. So if you're a Warhawk player right now, you got to be thinking, okay, that's a fluke. We got this. Just got to focus in. Here comes a snap, back to pass, looking left, escapes the pocket, and he will be taken down for a loss behind the 30-yard line. We will be fourth down and long.
Big sack by the Sabres, number 14. Knocking the Warhawks back, and fourth and long.
So got a punt here. And if they're lucky, what we end up doing is just flipping the field, putting the Sabres back around at the 30, maybe the 25-yard line. Hopefully you can put this punt somewhere near the sideline where they can't receive it. High punch short. It's going to come down near the 45. Not a great bounce. Looks like we're going to be on the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
So the ball will stay in Warhawk territory for the Sabres. Exactly, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who's this 23 guy out here for the Sabres?
That's a great question, but he looks athletic.
Yeah.
So run to the right-hand side, number 13. Can he shake those defenders? Looks like we're going to have a tackle for no gain. So
No
great
gain on the
outside
run by the
contain
Sabres.
there by the
Gonna bring up
Warhawks.
second and long.
Second down and 10. Now, obviously, the one thing you just want to avoid is no more broken coverages.
Absolutely. I think they may have
You've-
their lesson early.
You've got Jordan Franklin, 23. See, we're at the bottom of the screen here. Run to the left-hand side, number 13 again. Got plenty of space, plenty of room. Looks like he will get a first down.
Sabres running back number 13 with a big run. It's going to bring up 1st and 10, Sabres.
Sabres here capitalizing on their own run game.
What's the good eats, boys?
Snap, run to the left-hand side, number 22. Good for about
First down run by
7.
the Sabres, Morris Bunn. He's going to carve himself out a nice little run. He's going to bring up 2nd and short.
And it looks like here that the Sabres are doing great with personnel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, we're seeing running back changes every couple of plays. We're seeing receiver rotations every couple of plays. Fresh legs in. I mean,
They seem very unselfish as a team,
yes.
which is what you need.
Big pass to left-hand side. Can he get there? Just a little bit out of his reach.
Big pass by Sabres quarterback Emmett Johnson. Is going to fall just out of reach of number 9, Brig Johnson.
You know, the good thing for the Warhawks there is that there was actual coverage.
Never mind.
Third down and 3. Low snap. Can he make it to the first down marker? I think he will be just short. We will have 4th down and about 1.
3rd down run's going to leave the Sabres just a little shy. Going to bring up 4th and short.
Now, this isn't a hard decision for the Sabres here. They're averaging significantly more than 1 yard per play.
For sure.
So keep the offense on the field. Go for it on 4th and short.
I bet we see a dose of Bunn straight up the middle, trying to get that one.
See a little RPO quarterback keep to the outside here. Oh, there it is.
Called that.
How about that? I should be an offensive coordinator.
Little quick option play by Emmett Johnson. Going to pick him up the first down. 1st and 10 Sabres.
Is it Emmett Johnson? That's great.
New fresh set of downs for the Sabres. Spread offense takes a snap, looking left, ball out into the flat, incomplete.
Who the hell paper cuts their wrist?
That is very depressed and not
I think the number's 988.
Oh, man, that was wild.
Spread offense. Single back in the backfield. Here comes the snap. Quarterback keeper to the left-hand side. To the sideline. He will go out 3rd down and 5.
Quarterback keeper by the Sabres is going to bring up 3rd and long.
We are closing in here on about 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter of this game. Lots of running, not a lot of penalties, not a lot of stoppages. First quarter, sorry, not bad.
Wow,
Not the fourth
fast
quarter.
it.
It's a really fast game, actually, if you really think about it. Here comes the snap, quarterback back to pass, looking left, ball in the air, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Sabres quarterback Emmett Johnson slings it to Milo Betty. It's incomplete.
So we got about fourth down and 6, give or take.
Going to
And
bring up a 4th and 6.
we're still going to be going for it, obviously, because they're nearly in the red zone.
And they got
But this is a great opportunity for the Warhawks, honestly.
down.
Yeah, get the ball back around the 20, 25-yard line.
Brow booster.
They can do it. Here comes snap, back to pass, looking, screen play.
Great. They played it
Can
great.
he
No.
make it?
Oh. Did he?
Yes, he can. 4th down conversion inside the 15-yard line.
Sabres will convert on their 4th down.
Gives them 1st and 10. Dude, the Warhawks played that so well. They just did not tackle.
Yeah, the Warhawks just so close to being able to capitalize on that. Just couldn't bring it home. Spread set. Here comes the snap. Run up the middle by big number 45. Can he make it? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Sabres.
Run up the middle for the Sabres by number 45, Giovanni Franklin. Big D lineman getting some love. Touchdown, Sabres.
Here comes the snap to number 45 again. Can he make it in there? He cannot. So, try for 2 is no good.
Warhawks have stopped.
Sabres are
Two-point
up
conversion.
on the Warhawks 14-0. 1 minute, 10 seconds
remain,
left in the
14-0.
first quarter.
Sabres.
Okay, so here's what's tough. Realistically, with the way that the Warhawks are playing, the score should be 7-0, right? Or 8-0, however we want to say it.
Yep.
Broken coverage over the top. You run into an issue there. They obviously score. Here, you've got 2 fourth down plays that you just can't capitalize on. I mean, we're talking about a matter of just a few little things that change here, and it's still a 0-0 game.
100%.
But the Warhawks need to be able to get their offense in gear, or it's not going to matter.
And they need to not lose morale.
Warhawks will bring the kickoff out to about the 30-yard line.
Sabres kick to the Warhawks. Warhawks bring it to their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
Warhawks, 2 backs in the backfield, looking for the motion. Out to the tight end set. Here comes the snap. Running back to the left. He's got some space. He's got some blockers. He's going to make it about 5 yards. We will have at least one more snap here before this clock runs out in the first quarter.
First down run by the Warhawks is going to gain him a little bit. They're going to get it 2nd and short.
Warhawks, single receivers left and right. Tight end left, 2 backs in the backfield. Motioning out, double tight end set. The snap, run, up the middle. And he is going to be stopped for no gain. We have 3rd down and 4. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter.
No gain on the run. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Warhawks, and that is the end of the first quarter. Warhawks coming to the line for their 3rd and short.
All right, so Warhawks 3rd down and 5 here. Again, I'm still thinking you're probably going to have to punt this ball away if you don't get it. Here comes the snap. Pass, forward pass. And that is going to be bottled up for a loss of 2.
Warhawks pass. They're going to get bottled up in the backfield. Lose 2 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and long. Oh, 4th down.
So we have 4th down and about 7-ish. I'm glad. Okay. So for a second out there, I thought the Warhawks were going to go for it. And I'm just not there yet. Don't do it yet. No. Right? You're playing okay football. There's been a few mistakes that the Sabres have capitalized on. Don't abandon special teams.
Also seen a pretty clean game.
Yeah. Not a lot of penalties. So good snap, good punt, good blocking here. Comes the snap, a little bit of a bobble. Great punt to the left-hand side. Perfect position. Is returnable. Misses the first tackle. He's on the run to the right-hand side. He'll make some yards. Looks like we're going to have a flag for what I think is a blind side block. So we'll see what this flag ends up being here.
Punt by the Warhawks.
Yeah, so
the Sabres. There is a flag.
We're looking at a blind side block block in the back on the return team at the 30-yard line. So we're going to go back about 10 yards.
Illegal block in the back. Return team number 40. First down.
So from the 30-yard line back to the 20-yard line for the Sabres. Here's what's great. Decent punt.
Yep.
Decent punt by the Warhawks. We've got a mistake, a penalty committed by the Sabres. So now 20-yard line, the Sabres are going to have to go 80 yards to get a touchdown. The Warhawks have plenty of opportunities to have a 3-and-out, turn the ball over. Absolutely need to stop. Here we go. Spread offense. Motion out of the backfield. Pass to the bubble.
Oh, great completion. Sabres pass to number 22, Morris Bunn. Going to get him a few yards. Going to bring up 2nd and short.
So 2nd down and about 4. Sabres are moving the ball pretty comfortably here.
They just have a lot of weapons.
They
have
do.
A lot of targets. I mean, they could do something every single play.
Spread set again. Here comes the snap. Ball up to the left-hand side.
Nice coverage.
Great looking defense by the Warhawks. A little bit of
Pass by
contact,
Emmett
not
Johnson.
too much.
Ball's incomplete to number 9, Brig Johnson. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. That was great coverage right there. That's exactly how he needs to play Brig.
So obviously, Warhawks would love a stop here. They're third and about 4, on the Sabres' own 31-yard line.
You get a stop here.
No, 26-yard line, even better. So yeah, get a 4th down here.
Oh.
Perfect. So Warhawks.
Pass
4th
by Emmett
down.
Johnson, dropped by number 13 from the Sabres. Going to bring up 4th down.
Sabres are thinking about it. There we go. That's much better.
I mean, play fundamental.
Exactly.
You're up.
Fundamental football. Looks like we got a timeout on the field. The Sabres are going to think even more about it here. I have mixed feelings here. I know the Sabres have a lot of weapons, and they probably have a 60 to 75% chance that they could get this if they just go for it.
Right.
But if they don't get it,
Right.
the momentum shift here,
Yeah.
it's just not worth it in my opinion.
Yeah.
Punt the ball away. You're playing great defense anyway.
Right. Force the Warhawks.
Exactly. So got the punting team on the field. We'll see what they can make happen here. The snap, the hold. Punt. Good punt. Going to land about the 50-yard line. Settle in right at about the 47.
Punt by the Sabres, received by the Warhawks. At their own 47-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10. Warhawks.
Now, honestly, the Sabres just have to play good defense.
Yep.
That's all they got to do. On the Warhawks side of the ball, good blocking. Let's see that run game that we saw in the first drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Get Michael Sonderman going.
I don't mind seeing some passing plays in there. I just know that the secondary for the Sabres is athletic. So if you're going to pass the ball, make sure it's a for sure opportunity.
Absolutely. And just the way Sonderman runs, I mean, he runs hard. Got college experience. Just feed him the ball. See what he can do with it.
Yep. Just go. Okay, single receivers on either side. Two-back set with the tight end. The snap, the rollout to the right-hand side. The pass intercepted by number 21 on the Sabres. He will go all the way.
Touchdown, Sabres!
Man, I feel like I got to stop talking about things before they happen because this just feels like it's unfair at this point. That's rough. You know, and again, I feel bad here because I don't mind the play call. I'm okay with the play call, but a play like that, you've got to make sure you've got the accuracy. You've got to make sure you got the timing down. The receiver's in the right setup. And honestly, that receiver did put hands on the ball. Should have come down with the catch. I'm not blaming 100% on the quarterback.
Right.
0% on the play call. I think it's a fine play call. Just didn't obviously turn out the way they wanted to. So Sabres line up for 2, as they usually do. Back to pass, into the corner, high, outside, not going to happen. So
2-point conversion missed by the Sabres. That's going to leave your score 20-0.
So now we're looking at 20-0. Sabres lead over the Warhawks. You know, this seems like one of those games where the Sabres kickoff team is going to get their conditioning in.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Where you got 20 points early in the second. They're going to be running.
All right. Offensive game plan for the Warhawks here. The first thing that we need. The kickoffs from the Sabres haven't been big. They haven't been deep. So what we need is aggressive return plan here. These second level, third level up backs, these players that could catch this, get on the ball quick, get north and south quick, get as many yards as you can on this return. High to the left-hand side, bobbled.
Oh.
And he will be down around the 27-yard line.
Kick by the Sabres, received by the Warhawks. Looks like it's going to be right about their 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
You know, and here's what's interesting also about the beginning of each Warhawk drive.
Yeah.
They've had the ball at the 30 or the 35-yard line.
Every time.
Every single time. That's a great place to start.
Yep.
We just got to get the ball moving and getting positive yards. So I'd love to see some run game start out here. I know that the Sabres are probably guessing that's probably what's going to happen.
Feed him. Feed him. Here you go.
I like it. Like it a lot.
Handoff by the Warhawks to Sonderman. Going to pick up a couple yards. Going to bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 5. Great down and distance. You can do a lot of stuff with second down and 5. I would like to see them keep the ball on the ground here. Hopefully get a first down. If not, show up with third down and short.
Yep.
Single back in the backfield. Here comes the snap, back to pass. Caught.
Big play.
And I believe he will have enough for a first down.
Warhawks pass to the running back, number 34, Sonderman. And he's going to pick up a first down, 1st and 10, Warhawks.
So aside from that pass making my blood pressure, my pulse go up a little bit,
Right.
you know, a little bit so, a little bit high.
That's your skill guy there, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You know,
Like,
pulls down the pass, gets a first down. Let's go.
feed him the ball.
First and 10. We got spread receiver set here. Single back in the backfield. Comes a snap, looking to pass, looking left and right. Ooh. Hot and a great tackle, but a gain of 3.
First down pass by the Warhawks is complete to number 1. Going to pick up a couple yards, bring up 2nd and long. Oh, that's Jameek Barber, number 1.
So 2nd down and 7 for the Warhawks here.
Is Erica wearing a Sabres jersey?
All right. 2 receivers
All right,
to the
what is
right,
going
1
on
receiver to the left, tight end to the left. And we will have a timeout, Warhawks.
Warhawks, their first charge time.
Oh, dude, I want the Matadors, but I think the Techs beat them by a ton.
I feel like whoever's going to assert dominance.
You really think that many, huh? It depends on how Colt does. That's how I feel about it.
That seems like if Colton gets. That's what I'm saying.
After the timeout, Warhawks come to the line, 2nd and long. You ever thought about coaching?
Here's the snap, run to the right-hand side. Plenty of room, good blocking.
And this
He
is what
does
I need.
have enough for a
Feed
first down.
Sonderman. This guy will get you yards, and that's what you need. You need drives to continue. Another run by Warhawks running back Michael Sonderman. He's going to pick up another first down. 1st and 10 Warhawks.
This is what I'm hoping to see here. I mean, the blocking, the play calling is solid.
Yep.
On the run game, and he had plenty of space to move around.
Yep.
So keep working that, working some pass plays. Obviously, you can't rely solely on the run game.
Yep.
At least not against the Sabres.
For sure.
We've got twins to the left, single receiver to the right, tight end, and a single running back in the backfield. Here comes the snap. Back to pass. Looks. Open receiver. Just shy of the first down.
Warhawks are going to pass the ball for completion. Get a good gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and short.
All right, so we want to talk about the type of down and distance that can completely open up your playbook. Here it is.
100%.
2nd down and 1.
everything.
What do you want? Anything you want?
See here, my mind goes to, right? They saw doses of Sonderman on this. I'm play actioning to him and maybe.
Yeah, if I'm, or hey, if you've got some, I don't want to call it's not necessarily a trick play, but if you've got some leak out, something that people have been looking at, right?
No.
Maybe a tight end leak over to the left-hand side, play action.
Nope.
Let's go.
Got to keep him guessing.
Back to pass. Under pressure, steps up in the pocket,
No way.
deep.
No way. Oh, man.
Unbelievable. I can feel that.
Long pass by the Warhawks on second down is dropped by number 2, Caden Hill.
Tell you what, though,
It's going to bring up 3rd and short.
what a phenomenal play call. But
Very good, done.
such a good play call. Just off his fingertips. He's going to want that one back for sure.
There it is. There it is. See? Sonderman, baby.
There it is. So third down
Warhawks
and
are going
one,
to hand the ball off
and you get
again to
about
their
10.
workhorse, Michael Sonderman. Going to get him another 1st and 10.
So the Warhawks are clicking here.
Yeah, they are.
10 yards outside the red zone.
See, again, we've had a few doses of Sonderman here.
Yep.
This is another perfect opportunity.
Yeah. And I mean, exactly what I was hoping for. They're peppering in some pass. They're working well in the run, good blocks, no penalties. What we want to see. Rips left, motion, back left. Here comes the snap, looking to pass. Across the middle, number 80. And he will gain about 3.
Warhawks pass on 1st down. Completed to number 80. Going to pick up a few yards. Going to bring up 2nd and about 6.
All right, so we'll do some phantom offensive coordinator play calling here. I'm gonna keep this one on the ground,
Oh, yeah. Sonderman.
and I'm probably going left-hand side here. Here's the snap, left-hand side.
Oh,
Come
dear.
on,
Wrapped up by Kishin.
not gonna happen. So
Second down run by the Warhawks is going to get bottled up by Kishin Joyner of the Sabres. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
So play call, I was right.
Yep.
Was it the right play call? Who knows? Honestly, I think that there might be some blocking there because we ended up having multiple Sabres
Yeah.
that are right all over him. So,
Broke the first guy's ankles with the
and
second guy.
I'm feeling that's an inside run that just gets overpowered. He bumps it out outside where he's got no help.
Yep.
They're down in 7. I'm gonna guess this is a pass. We'll see here. Comes the snap, back to pass. Escapes the pocket, out into the flat. Can he shake the first? Definitely not the second. And they will be taken down for a loss on the play.
Warhawks' 3rd down pass is going to be completed for a loss to Michael Sonderman. It's going to bring up 4th and long.
So we've got 4th down and about 9. They've got to snap it. They don't have enough time to get to the 2-minute warning. So they got a decision here, which,
Timeout. Warhawks.
oh, there we go.
2nd charge timeout of the half.
So you're 4th and 10 from the 30-yard line. Position on the field is going to tell you, go for it.
100%.
Down in distance, it's going to be tough.
If I'm the Warhawks here, I'm down 20.
You got to go for it,
Yeah,
obviously.
I'm in their red zone.
It's just what play, what go-to play are you running?
From what I've seen, I'm RPOing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That receiver has been able to get out of the pocket under pressure, and he steps up in the pocket when it's available.
Well, we have seen what should have been 6.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we know they're capable.
I agree. I think we'll see an RPO here.
Yep.
I don't think we're gonna see. Well,
I say we
We'll see.
see his Sonderman's in. We see an RPO with him leaking out. Oh, they're going to put 11 in, though. So Jordan Parham.
Okay, single back. Twins right.
Ooh, yeah.
Bad snap. Ball
There it is
up.
again.
And
Oh.
it will be intercepted by the Sabres.
Fourth down pass by the Warhawks is going to be intercepted by number 11 from the Sabres. That's going to give the Sabres 1st and 10.
You know,
Chance Hudson.
and honestly, it's 4th down. That Sabres player did them just a little bit of a favor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could have just knocked it down and gained another 10 yards, but they didn't.
Essentially a small punt.
So we've got about 21 seconds to the 2-minute warning. Sabres take over at their own 20-yard line.
Let's think about this real quick. I mean, if they catch that touchdown, it's 6:20. It's not bad.
Here comes the run. Bump to the outside. He's got some blocking, but can he shake? He cannot. He
Run
is
by
down.
number 22 from the Sabres to the outside. He's going to be brought down by number 9, Reagan Sonderman.
So he will lose a yard on the play. We will go down to the
1 yard
2-minute
loss. It'll
warning.
be 2nd and long. That was a great tackle by Reagan.
That was a great tackle.
2-minute administrative warning.
So the Warhawks have 2 timeouts, I believe. Maybe 2 timeouts. So depending on what the Sabres do here, if your Sabres are smart, I don't know how aggressive they're going to be. I'm running the ball to kill the clock.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right? I think Warhawks might only have 1 timeout. So if you're the Warhawks, you got to play as aggressively as you can here without giving up anything deep. Because if I'm the Sabres and I see them really hugging the box, I'm going to go deep. But you don't want to kill the clock if you're the Sabres. So
They're probably going to try and score here, knowing their team owner. Exactly.
got spread offense. Running back motions out into the flat. And he has plenty of room, has some blockers, got the first down and more out near the
Emmett Johnson with the quick
37-yard
pass out to
line.
Morris Bunn. He's going to gain some big yards. It's going to give the Sabres a 1st and 10.
And here we go. Minute 50 and counting. Spread set, single back. Comes the snap, run up the middle, bounces to the left-hand side. And he will be just short of the first down.
Sabres will run the ball on 1st down, get enough for another 1st down, and we have an injured Warhawk on the field.
And it looks like,
Timeout for player injury.
yep, player injury on the field. Waiting for the chains to move. I think that they signaled for a 1st down. Either way, we're either looking at 1st and 10 or 2nd and inches. 1st and 10 it is. The injured Warhawk player is heading off the field.
Who's that? 42. That is Caleb Brown.
Caleb Brown, who getting helped off the field, but
You always hate to see injuries, man.
at least putting some weight on both feet. Good to see.
Timeout. Sabres, the second charge timeout of the half.
So after the injury timeout, Sabres will use their second timeout.
Okay.
And yeah, based on the field position here, I can imagine the Sabres being a little bit more aggressive.
They're one of the.
So now it's all prevent.
Yeah.
You know, if you're Warhawks, hey, what can we do to keep the Sabres from scoring before halftime?
Stop Brig Johnson. Well, they got 2 big receivers on the ends now. So.
The snap. Looking, deep ball in the middle of the field into traffic.
Oh, what a snap.
And he will catch it. Beautiful catch in coverage.
Long
Down to
pass
the
by number 2, Emmett
18-yard
Johnson
line.
for the Sabres. Is going to give him a 1st and 10 in Warhawks red zone.
Sabres are quick here to line up.
Their final timeout. Now.
So Warhawks are now using their final timeout. And looks like there was some player personnel changes that they wanted to make. You know, at this rate, Warhawks might end up getting the ball back with a minute plus. I'm not expecting that they're going to be able to get all the way down the field, but especially not if they don't have a timeout left.
No. We're getting some wind speed picking up out here.
Yeah, are getting a little bit of wind. A little bit of wind heading north to south.
That's going to make the later games interesting.
So Sabres, 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Spread set for the receiver, single back. Ball up, wide open. Number 13 shuffles down inside the 5.
First down pass by Emmett
We will
Johnson.
have
It's complete
first
to number
down and
13.
goal.
It's going to get him inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal.
So here's the tough part. Obviously, as a Warhawks, you're playing prevent defense. You're moving your guys back into coverage, but you're giving up the center of the field.
Oh, yeah. And that, I think that has a lot to do with, like we said, the weapons of the Sabres.
Yes. Yep.
There's too many.
Yeah. Well, and your running back, you know, he does a little Texas play, goes out,
Yep.
comes back in underneath, across the middle, and he is wide open. So 1st down and goal.
Good old head judge Gary Bassett telling us what to do. Love it.
All right, 50 seconds and counting here. Pass into the corner of the end zone. Deflected by the Warhawks.
Emmett Johnson with another pass. This one's going to fall incomplete to number 23. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
So 2nd and goal. Now, I can imagine the Sabres probably calling a run play here. They've obviously have plenty of offensive weapons in the pass game. But if I'm them, I'm going to give that ball to number 22, let my offensive line do the work. Nope, pass play it is.
Pass by Emmett Johnson falls incomplete. We got a flag on the play.
So a little bit of defensive pass interference on that slant across the middle.
Is that what it is?
At least I'm going to take a lucky guess.
That's
Oh.
so the ball wasn't in the air.
Yeah, so we've got to be prior to the pass, holding on the defense.
That's always tough. Always tough getting penalties. Right.
38 seconds on the clock. 2nd down from the 3-yard line. There's the snap, looking to pass, deep fade into the corner. Caught by number
Pass
23.
by number 2, Emmett Johnson for the Sabres is complete to number 23 for a touchdown. Okay, let's go.
Sabres capitalizing just before the half. Pass up, another fade, and deflected. Same play,
2-point
different
conversion pass
outcome.
by Emmett Johnson is incomplete. That'll bring your score to 26-0 Sabres. last 2 years. Both were ridiculous. That's gonna be a banger. The only thing I've been all week.
All right, Brandon, here we go. So, Sabres kicking off again. We're going to probably have somewhat of a short kick.
Come on, Rob.
Depends on the return here, honestly.
Oh yeah, I mean if they gain some good yards.
But I'm saying, I need these upbacks, these guys that are in the second and third levels here, like, got to be ready for the ball, got to field it, got to make it happen.
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow. Kicked by the Sabres, received by the Warhawks.
So little
First and 10 on their own 39.
little hybrid pooch squib, whatever you want to call it, barely make us to that second line.
Somebody sound like
They go they go down to the ground on it. The good news is about that is that they didn't waste any time off the clock.
No, I'm just curious to see what they're going to do here. I think if you don't see it pass here, I think hand it off to Sonderman, get some yards. Oh, he's not in the game. Never mind. Is that Parham?
Oh, maybe. 34 seconds on the clock. Single receivers left and right. Here comes the snap, looking to pass. Has an open receiver with a catch. Can he get out of bounds? He cannot. The clock will roll.
Warhawks' first down pass is complete to number 14. Looks like he's going to gain about 6 yards. Bring up 2nd and 4.
20 seconds and rolling here. Warhawks have no timeouts. 2nd down and 4. Looking to get set. Can they get set? Barely. Quarterback rolling out. Escaping. Ball up.
That incomplete pass is going to bring us to halftime.
That is going to take us to halftime.
So then I hit this camera.
All right, fans of the ICFL, we are at halftime. We will see you guys back in 10 minutes for the second half of the Sabres versus the Warhawks. Fans of the ICFL, we are just about to head back live. We've got about a minute and 16 seconds until kickoff in the second half of the game between the Sabres and the Warhawks. Up here with me in the booth, we have Brian and Dean. Brian, why don't you go ahead and say hello?
Hello.
Hi.
All right, fellas. So you guys have been here watching this game. What do you guys think so far?
It's pretty good. Sabres are definitely going to win.
Sabres going to win?
Yeah, I think the Sabres are going to pull ahead. I mean, they already are ahead.
They are ahead. Okay, well, I agree with you guys. I think that's going to happen. All right. So for everybody that's sitting at home watching the game, anything you'd like to say for the viewers at home?
Just have fun.
I don't really know.
Dean is non-committal on the comment for viewers at home. That's okay. All right, Brian and Dean, thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you guys hanging out in the booth, and we are going to get back to the action. Here we go.
All right, Warhawks kicking away to the Sabres. Warhawks kick to the Sabres. They receive at their own 20-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 Sabres.
Get in the 20-yard line for the Sabres.
All righty, so we are at the second half. We're in the third quarter of the Sabres and the Warhawks game. Sabres are on offense, leading 26-0 over the Warhawks. And up here in the booth with me, I've got Brian and Dean visiting from the stands. So here we go. Comes the snap. Off to 22, off to the races, into the middle, just shy of the first down. All right, Dean. What'd you think of that play call?
Pretty good call for first down.
Pretty good call. Yep, I agree. Got about
Couple
8
easy
yards, right? All right, Brian, what play do you think they're going to run next?
I think they're going to run the ball.
Think they're going to run the ball? Okay. There we go. Run to the left-hand side of the field. Good for a first down. Brian, you are a genius. All right. Dean, what do you think? What play call? What are we running here?
Either short pass, one of the slot receivers, or a run.
Ooh, okay. Like it. Looks like we got a pass. Ooh, a deep ball. Can he make it? He cannot.
Deep pass by M. Johnson, incomplete to number 9, Rick Johnson.
Dean, 0 for 1, my guy. So sorry.
Couldn't bring up second.
That's what I was going to guess, too, so it's okay. Don't worry about it. All right, Brian, we are second down and long, 2nd and 10. Opening up the playbook. What do you think here? What do we got?
Slant to number 19.
Slant. Oh, very specific. I'll take it. Okay. Slant to number 19. 19 in the bottom of the screen. You're in a spread receiver set. Single back in the backfield. Here we go. The snap. Pass to number 13. He will dance. Can he make it? Yes, he can. To a first down. Brian, we're gonna give you half points for that one because it was a pass play, just a different receiver.
Yep, would have ran that in Madden, 100%.
100%. All right, Dean, here we go. Oh, baby. So yeah, I'm brain telepathically reading Dean's mind right here, and I know that he was going to say it was going to be a tackle for a loss. So Dean, you get 100 points for that one.
What?
Brian is outraged. What are you talking about? All right, Dean, but for real, here we go. 2nd down and about 12. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking probably a run
Probably a
or
run.
outside pass.
Run or a pass. All right, Dean, I think that you are probably, I can confidently say that one of those is going to happen. Deep pass to the left-hand side. I don't, oh, flag on the play. Contact early. All right, Brian, tell me, what are you thinking about that DPI?
He might have got him a little bit early, but I don't think so.
You know,
Think that was good.
here's what's funny about the rules that we play here. And I can see a lot of people that are asking. Yep, DPI. I can see a lot of people asking for an uncatchable ball. But honestly, in high school, there is no uncatchable rule. So, which we play by, those same rules. So if you make contact early, whether that ball's uncatchable or not, doesn't really matter. So defensive pass interference it is. Looks like another pass here. Rolls out. Is he across the line? He is. Looking for blockers. He'll run out of bounds. Not bad. About eight yards on the play. All right, Dean. Here we go. Second down and short. We got a lot of things we can do with second down and short here. What are you calling?
I'm calling a run to the inside. Inside run.
Inside run, second and short. Let's see how lucky Dean is. Spread receiver set. Back to pass. Oh, he's got pressure. Ball's out. Incomplete. Good guess, Dean. I like it. All right, Brian. Flag on the play. We're going to have an ineligible receiver downfield that was covered up, so we're going to be moving back for the Sabres. I'm assuming that that's the Warhawks want to push them back. Dean, are you accepting this penalty or declining this penalty?
Receiver downfield. That penalty's been declined. Results in third down.
Probably decline it. Yeah.
Decline it? All right, how about that? Declines the penalty, takes third down and short. Let's see if this pays off for Dean. Little quarterback keeper over to left-hand side. Dives. Is he there? Oh, flags come out. A little bit of extracurricular activities here. Brian, what do you think? Did they have enough for a first down?
They definitely did.
Definitely did. Okay. So we have enough for a first down. I think we're going to have a dead ball penalty here. Let's hear from the white hat.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number one of the offense. That is number one first unsportsmanlike conduct for disqualification.
After the penalty, he's going to drive the Sabres back.
So we're just waiting to reset the chains here. Oh. Just waiting for the chain crew to get set here. We've got a, and again, the result of the play here is a first down, so we're going to be resetting the chains anyway. After the play is over, unsportsmanlike conduct, now we're moving back 15. So we're going to bring the chains back, first down and 10.
Hopefully the play is going to be first 10. Sabres.
They're getting it now.
Just a little bit of confusion. They'll figure it out.
The penalty was a dead ball penalty. The offensive gain was a wide gain, resulting in a first down.
And that would be Gary Bassett, our white hat. Best white hat. Absolutely. Passes out. Pass is caught near the left sideline. Just run out of bounds.
Pass by Sabres, Emmett Johnson. Give him a few yards there.
All right, Brian, here we go. What kind of play you calling? We are second down and about 5.
I feel like it's gonna be like medium pass, but it's like the 20.
I like it. Medium pass play near about the 20-yard line. Let's see what we got here. Back to pass. Brian's like, oh, and nearly intercepted. Ooh. Okay, Brian gets half points on that one. Was a pass, but a short pass. Little screen play. All right, Dean, what do we got?
What is it?
We got 3rd down and 7.
I think it's gonna be a inside pass.
Inside pass. It is a run. And does he have room for a first down? He does. There we go, all the way out to about the 28-yard line.
Gonna get enough for a first down.
All right, Brian, here we go. We are first and 10 inside the 30-yard line. What are you thinking?
Well, with how they're looking, they're probably gonna run it again.
You can run?
Yeah.
Okay. Dean, what do you think?
I think it's gonna be a pass.
Ooh, okay, I like it. Dean says pass, Brian says run. Let's see what we got here. Number 45's in the game, big fella. Ooh, it is a pass to Milo. He will go outside, flag on the field, in for the touchdown. However, flag on the field says that we're coming back. Now, which one of you guys said it was going to be a pass? Dean, ding, 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 winner, winner, chicken dinner. Almost a touchdown on that play call, too. Great job. We got holding on the offense. I believe we're going to have 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Offense number 9. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
Unfortunate. All right, we have trips to the right, single receiver to the left, single back in the backfield. Motion. Jet sweep to the left. He's got blockers. He's got room. He will make a first down inside the 15.
Handed off to number 23. Gonna get a good gain. Pick him up a first down. Dude, these fries.
All right, Brian. First down and 10 inside the 15-yard line. What are you calling?
Probably like a inside pass.
Inside pass, thinking like something, maybe one of the slot receivers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they can get into the touchdown here.
Touchdown. Let's see if we can get like a pop, skinny, one of these slot receivers. We've got trips to the right-hand side, so that's looking pretty accurate so far. Oh, motion. Fake jet sweep, run up the middle to number 45. He's got plenty of room. Touchdown, number 45. Brian, tough. See, the Warhawks thought it was going to be a pass, that's for sure. But fake the jet sweep, run up the middle, good for a touchdown. The Sabres are pulling away.
Definitely a good play.
All right, Dean, here we go. Go for 1 or go for 2?
I think they're gonna go for 2.
Go for 2 is what Dean's saying. And it looks like they will go for 2. Great play call by Dean. All right, 45, big boy in the backfield, switches to the left-hand side. And he has plenty of space. Will make the 2-point conversion. He is in.
Conversion is good. That'll bring your score to 34-0. Sabres.
All right, Brian and Dean, thank you guys so much for your time in the booth. We appreciate you. And make sure you come back for more games.
Do.
See you fellas later.
Thanks, boys. Awesome.
Kick to the left-hand side. Will it stay in bounds? It will. Oh, he touched it. Got to pick it up now. Here we go. So play will be over near the 10-yard line. That is unfortunate. You know, the usual field position for the Warhawks has been around the 30. And this is definitely not that.
Yeah, don't touch it unless you can take it.
Warhawks offense back on the field. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. There's a snap, back to pass. Looking left, has a receiver.
Oh, nice.
Ball is caught out near the 35-yard line.
Big pass by the Warhawks, caught by number 16.
Oh, Sabers are saying it wasn't a catch. However, the officials won't have it. Catch it is. Clock is hot, and here we go.
Going to be a 1st and 10 Warhawks at their own 35. Oh, man. This burger is fire. Well seasoned.
Motion out of the backfield. Here comes a snap. Run to the right-hand side. Cut back left. Good for about a gain of 3.
Running back Michael Sonderman up the middle for a few yards. Going to bring up 2nd and about 7.
We have 4 dessert vendors today?
I don't know why.
Pretty much.
They're sad panda over there.
1 food and 4 dessert?
Well, there's 2 food.
But yes, this burger was mucho.
Yeah, burger's bomb. Burger's ready.
All right. Warhawks with triple receiver to the left-hand side. Single receiver to the right. Motion. Snap looking to pass. Escapes right. Ball deep. Caught, but was it in bounds? It was not. So
Deep pass by the Warhawks is going to fall incomplete. Almost intercepted by the Sabres. Going to bring up 3rd and about 7.
Warhawks, 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right, single back. There's a snap. Run to the left. Ball looks like it might have come out. Not sure who recovered it here.
Wow.
Flags
Right
come
in front
out.
of the refs.
Flags come out.
It's the same dude. He's going to get ejected.
Let's see what we have here.
Yep. Dude, right in front of the refs, dude. I can't believe that just happened.
I'm pretty sure that my mic caught
Yeah, I saw it right here. He's just like, bam, right in front of the ref. And the ref looks at him like, what?
So the officials are now discussing the result of the play and the succeeding penalty. Let's see what the White Hat has to say.
The result of the play was a fumble by the Warhawks. It was recovered by the Sabres. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct to number 1 of the Sabres. That is number 1 second unsportsmanlike conduct. He disqualifies himself from the game.
So the results of the play, fumble by the Warhawks, recovered by the Sabres. However, number 1 with an unsportsmanlike conduct, his second of the game, which means you are now disqualified with an automatic second game suspension for next week.
Is it? Nice. Uh-huh.
So at least the Warhawks are going to push the Sabres back here after the penalty. So Sabres will take over on offense at their own 45-yard line, leading 34-0 over the Warhawks. Spread receiver set, single bank in the backfield. Here comes the snap. Run, the right-hand side. Good for about 2 or 3.
Run by the Sabres, Morris Bun. Get a couple yards. Gonna bring up about 3rd and 7. Another run up the middle by Morris Bun. He's going to take it for a big gain this time. Get the Sabres another 1st and 10.
Here comes Mama.
They're going to yell at her. You're just in the booth. We have perfect.
And Milo Betty in for the touchdown. Broken coverage.
The Guardians didn't even have
Sabres now up 40-0 over the Warhawks, which means we will have a running clock in the 4th quarter. Oh, fumble on the field, recovered by the Warhawks. Try is no good.
Sabres 2-point conversion is no good. Score remains 40-0. Sabres.
Those kids know they should.
They're just taking.
Yep.
Boise State's tied 17-17 1/2. Spring game stuff. Well, odds are you're gonna win. I was rooting for Boise State, so
That's wild.
that's wild.
All right, Sabres kick off. Again?
Okay. Wait, so are we running clock now?
Not yet.
Fourth quarter?
Yep. Here comes the kick. Ball is low. Fielded on the ground.
Warhawks field
About
the
the
ball at their own
37-yard
37-yard
line.
line. It'll be 1st and 10. Warhawks.
So of all the things the Sabres do well, kickoff seems to be something that they kind of struggle with, at least as far as the kicker.
Maybe they're doing it intentionally.
Yeah, but that's the other thing I was thinking. Is like, it's not like it's really harming the scenario. It's keeping the Warhawks from pretty much having any return yardage, no matter what you do. Warhawks ready to take the snap. Here we go. Out to pass to the right-hand side. Ball up. Caught near the 40-yard line and out of bounds.
Pass complete for the Warhawks. Get him a decent gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 5.
Is that a flag on the field?
We did.
During play, second after, number 20 of defense, that's when we pass on the end of the run. Automatic first down.
A little roughing the passer. Yeah, the Sabres are getting a little aggressive.
Going to move him ahead and get him a 1st and 10. Dude, that need to be back.
Warhawks with a fresh set of downs inside enemy territory. Receivers are bunched to the left. Single back in the backfield. Motion back to the outside. Here comes the snap. Back to pass. Looking left. Picked off by number 58, defensive lineman. And it will be Sabres ball.
Big interception by number 58 from the Sabres. Gonna take that ball away from the Warhawks. Give him a 1st and 10.
So, unfortunate. I mean, obviously a win right now is out of the Warhawks' reach, I think. But at least you have an opportunity inside enemy territory to go march down the field, score some points. Not like that though.
I'll be honest with you. I really hope to see the Hawks put some points up on the Sabres.
Definitely,
Point difference.
100%.
Stuff like that with the playoffs.
Yep. So Sabres spread offense. Running back takes the ball left-hand side. He's got some room. Has a 1st down.
Number 22, Morris Bunn on the run again. Gonna pick up some big yardage, give the Sabres a 1st and 10 inside Warhawks territory.
Morris Dunn.
Morris Gunn.
You could hyphenate and be Dun Gun. The Bun Gun.
Dude, stop, dude.
Where's Fun Gun? Sabres 1st down, takes a snap, hand off up the middle. Good for about 5.
Morris Bunn with another run up the middle, good for about 5 yards. Gonna give him 2nd and 10. I hope this is. You look so tired.
Sabres taking the snap, looking left, ball up in the air, it's deep. Incomplete.
Long pass by Emmett Johnson, falls incomplete. Dude, it is so. They mixed all the flavors in one. Yeah, in the fridge right over here. Got energy one too? This is both energies. One's watermelon, one's pineapple mango.
Third down and about 6 for the Sabres. Spread set. Back to pass. Left-hand side. Incomplete. Fourth down and about 6 now.
Pick that up. Oh, stop. Freaking heavy. Hold on, let's snort this.
Here's the snap. Run to the left-hand side. He's got room. He's got space. It'll be close, but I think he might have it.
I went to school with him. Yeah.
Actually, I believe we are short. The Warhawks will convert on 4th down.
Good stop.
Warhawks get the ball back.
Fire, huh? Yeah. Right here? This stuff is flame, huh? Dude, you know what? Not the same style.
Oh, no, it's right. It's not. It's similar to this one. It's got black granite, and yellow. That's it.
You fucker.
That's what I got, dude. That's awesome. It's late in the game.
Warhawks takes the snap, run to the left-hand side. He's got room. He's got blockers. Voids a tackle out near the 45-yard line, out of bounds.
Put that up.
Warhawks, bunch set to the right-hand side. Single receiver on the left, single back. Motion in the backfield. Here comes the snap.
What is this? What are you doing?
A little bit of a miscommunication there in the backfield.
Run by the Warhawks going to get bottled up at the backfield. 2nd and long. Now they're yelling at each other.
2nd down and 10.
That's the thing, is I hate teams when they get down.
And I believe that we are going to go down all the way to the 4th quarter here.
They're gonna run it out.
We're in the booth right now, guys. We are drinking a product called Squatch Juice. They're on site here today, and I tell you what, it is phenomenal. Flavor's amazing.
Yeah, dude. Brandon, what did you mix me up?
Pineapple Mango Energy.
Pineapple Mango Energy Squatch Juice. Delicious. This is so good. Also, I tried the hydration version of it earlier today. Fantastic.
Yep.
And 0 sugar.
0 sugar, super clean ingredients. They actually have ingredients in this stuff that's good for your mental health. The owner of the company, just so you know, has a very, very good testimony as to why he started all of this. And, you know, not my place to talk about his business, but it comes from a very, very good place. And he was impacted in a way in his life that he wanted to help people with their mental health. And he noticed that everybody's drinking these energy drinks and getting anxiety and heart palpitations and all this stuff. And so he wanted to create something that's really good, gives you good energy, and is just good for you and your mental health as well. So
Fantastic, dude. Love it. So here we go into the 4th quarter, the running clock 4th quarter. And we are going to have 2nd down and 10 for the Warhawks. Motion in the backfield. Here comes the snap. Pass incomplete across the middle.
Kind of weird timing. Everybody up here in the booth drinking right now. Yeah, they're going good. Your son's down there.
Not biased in the booth at all.
Warhawks. Spread receiver set. Back to pass. Ball is up in the air. Short. Almost intercepted. Incomplete.
Your son, dude, your son.
Oh, pass. Oh, nearly completed, but dropped by the Warhawks.
Right.
We'll have second down and 10.
Gotta give your team a chance.
Unsuccessful conversion for fourth down. The Sabres will take over. Run up the middle. Good for about 5.
Sabres force run up the middle again. Self up about 40 yards. Second.
So obviously all the Sabres really have to do here is hang on to the ball, do whatever you... I mean, you can pass if you want. Running clock doesn't really matter. Here we go. Pass to the right-hand side, just out of bounds.
Knowing the Sabres, though, in their banishment, I'm sure they're wanting to put up some more points here.
Yeah.
Just for the
Yeah.
differential and everything.
You know, if they could, you know, I'm sure they would love to clear 50.
Yeah.
I just, with that running clock the way that it is, I don't think it's probably going to happen. But 48 could definitely happen.
And now pass incomplete brings up 3rd and 6 for the Sabres.
And obviously they go for 2 on every single
Right.
touchdown anyway.
Dude,
So
is anybody kidding here?
PATs? No, yeah, very rare so far. The Diggers did a little bit.
Yeah.
Pass complete by the Sabres. He's got plenty of space. Tackled out about the
Pass from Emmett
22-yard
Johnson
line.
complete to number 23 of the Sabres. It's going to give him a 1st and 10 and Warhawks 18-yard line. Emmett Johnson's pass to Milo Beatty is going to fall incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd down. It is, huh? No, that's the perks of doing stuff, being the head honcho and stuff. Hey, I need some help, man. Go give me some shit. Justin was my right-hand man when I was running connection. I didn't have one. Nothing. Not this year, anyways. Honorman. Cool, we need him. Is that a touchdown? Yep. Touchdown, Sabres!
So Sabres now go up 46-0 over the Warhawks. They will go for 2, as they always do. We will see if they get to 48. And they will not. 46-0 it is.
2-point conversion is no good. The score remains 46-0 Sabres.
All right, so Sabres up 46-0 over the Warhawks. You know, honestly, the Warhawks played decently well. I mean, the run game wasn't too bad. Passing game actually did okay for a while.
Yeah.
I just say that at this point, the Sabres have a little bit more talent, a little bit more chemistry.
A lot more speed.
Yeah, athleticism, definitely. Little kick here.
Oh, dude.
Here we go.
Short kick by the Sabres is going to be picked up by 34, Michael Sonderman of the Warhawks. Going to set them up at their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
Back to the usual 30-yard line, give or take. Yeah, at this point, so here's the deal. Hawks going to roll no matter what happens from here on out. The Warhawks have 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes. Go score some points, if you can.
6.
Yeah, kick an 80-yard field goal, not a problem. Something crazy. I mean, I don't know what the depth chart of the Sabres here is, but if I'm the Sabres, obviously I'm playing my second stringers, third stringers on defense.
Yeah.
This is where the Warhawks, if they play this well, they should have some opportunity. Here's the snap, looking to pass, and he will escape. He will not. So, sacked in the backfield. No gain, no loss.
Looks like the quarterback for the Warhawks was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Sabres will count it.
Second down, 10 yards to go. 4 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock and rolling.
Yeah.
Got to run up the left-hand side. He's got some room.
I love Sonderman.
And he will be just short by about a yard or two.
Run by Warhawks, Michael Sonderman. Gets himself a pretty good gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 2. What?
Third and short from the Warhawks. Low snap, bumps into his running back. Bottled up in the backfield. From 3rd and 1 to
Little
4th
mishap with the
and
snap
6
there.
or 7.
Sabres are going to bottle up the Warhawks in the backfield. It's going to bring up a 4th and long. That's the problem, like fundamentally, right, with football. From the snap to getting it by the quarterback, like, every second counts. You can't get a good snap. I mean, we went through.
Yeah, the timing there is just not right. Either missed timing, missed assignment, don't know what you're doing, run to the wrong guy, and it costs you.
2 plays ago, the Warhawks wide receiver is running straight up the sideline, wide open. If you have a better quarterback, hit him
Yes.
quickly. But don't.
So going for it here on 4th down and about 6 or 7. Run to the left-hand side.
He gets it.
He gets it. He's got
That's my
room.
boy
1st down and
Sonderman.
more. Up the sideline.
I love that day.
all the way out near the 35
Warhawks running
yard
back,
line.
their workhorse, Mike Sonderman, finds a way on 4th down with a big run. Set up the Warhawks for 1st and 10 in the Sabres territory.
So if the Warhawks want to make a play here, they can. They can go about 10 seconds to the 2-minute warning, then take the 2-minute warning after that. Looks like, just based on how they're moving, we're going to have a 2-minute warning here.
Administrative.
All right, fans of the ICFL, we've got 2 minutes left in this game. That's going to go very quick. Next game coming up here, very highly anticipated. Matadors and Aztecs are going to be playing.
Hey! Where's yours? Hey, where's yours?
I just gave it away.
We love you, brother.
All right.
Warhawks come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here comes the snap. Looking to pass. Running right. Ball across the middle. Gets intercepted by number 21 on the Sabres. He's got room. He's shaking. He's baking. Run. Makes a move. Looking for another block. And he will go all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Gonna run it and turn it back all the way into the Warhawks territory. 1st and 10, Sabres.
So the Sabres have under a minute 30. Clock is ticking.
Yeah.
If they want to put some more points on the board, they can.
Oh.
A little bit of a contested catch there, but Sabres came away with it.
That sucks. That's unfortunate. I really thought maybe they were going to get 6 points on that drive. Maybe the Sabres just kneel it out here. I doubt it, but...
Under 1 minute to play. Here we go. Here's the snap. Pass to the right-hand side. Caught by number 19. Down by
Pass
about
by
the
Emmett Johnson,
15-yard
complete for a
line.
couple yards.
Timeout called by the Sabres.
Gonna be
44
second,
seconds
5.
left.
And of course, the Sabres would call a timeout here. Absolutely destroying them. 44 seconds left in the 4th. Yeah. I mean, let's hope not. I'm going to write a strongly worded message to Dolinar.
What are you thinking? Yep.
Yeah, this 23 guy, he is tall. He's stout.
Yeah, he is. He's a big boy. Here we
Those three
go.
wideouts right there. That's some
Comes the
size.
snap. Ball is up. Down inside the 5.
Pass
Clock
for
will
Emmett
continue
Johnson
to
is
run.
complete. Going to give the Sabres a 1st and goal.
So Sabres with another timeout. We have a running clock here in the 4th quarter, so they got to call timeout to keep that clock from ticking all the way down.
Calling a double D here.
Their first
Damn it, Dylan.
down in goal at about the 5-yard line. I believe they have one timeout left, maybe?
Yeah. Now they're getting 6 slant.
Snap. Pass. Knocked away. Click.
Emmett Johnson's pass falls incomplete.
Clock continues to run. 2nd down and goal.
Oh.
Timeout called at 20
You
seconds
would,
left.
don't- Oh, Dolinar.
So realistically here, it's either you're in the end zone or nothing.
Pretty much. And I know exactly what
I
he's
mean,
gonna
assuming
say. Point differential.
and this timeout, obviously they want to talk about it because they're looking for 2 play calls here.
Well, what did they've gone to 19 twice, back to back
Yeah.
on the jump ball, and I'm seeing more size on their other sides.
You know, if you can get a quick pass play,
Yeah.
either it's a touchdown and you're good, or if it's not, you got another play ready to go, dialed up, that you can run within 5 seconds. But either way, this is the rest of the game. 20 seconds, here we go. No timeouts. Three receivers to the left. The snap, the run up the middle. It is a touchdown.
Sabers.
So this clock will expire. They will have an attempt at a 2-point conversion. Possibly.
That is the end of the game.
They will not. That is the end of the game. So, fans of the ICFL, thank you so much for joining us for the second game of the afternoon. Sabres
We'd like to thank you for
versus
coming
the
out
Warhawks.
for the Warhawks versus Sabres. Sabres are going to take this win.
Stay tuned,
46 to nothing.
Because we have the Matadors and the Aztecs coming your way next.
Please stay tuned for our next game between the Aztecs and the Matadors. So